Alrighty, so it's about that time where we talk about my Venom Power tires. I have had these on for around 3 to 4 months and I've done over 5,000 miles in them. I know a lot of people have a ton of questions on how these wear, how they ride, and after owning them for around 5,000 miles, I took them on a 2,000 mile road trip. Rain, dirt, sand, these things have been phenomenal. In today's video, I want to talk about how they perform, how they drive. Do I have any regrets? Do I like them? Do I dislike them? So with that being said, let's get right into it. So let's start off with the performance of this tire. I've owned many tires, much more expensive than these tires. And I gotta say, I'm very, very surprised at how good these tires perform. Like I said, I only have 5,000 miles, but being that I've done so much in these 5,000 miles, more than I really expected. I've done sand, I've done dirt, I've done 2,000 miles to the middle of the country. These tires have definitely impressed me. I've been enjoying the heck out of these tires. So as far as performance goes, I cannot say enough good things about them. Real quick, before we start, I thought it would be pretty good to know what tire I'm running. So Venom Power Terra XT2s. They are a 275/70 R18 and they are an E-rated tire. Next, I want to talk about the traction that this tire provides. Now, I recently moved and around this area, there's like this really wet mud, clay. It is not very nice to tires. On the last set of tires, I almost got stuck, like almost really bad. My back tires just sunk into the ground and thankfully my front two tires were on solid ground, so I was able to turn four-wheel drive, get myself out. But nonetheless, I did it again in these tires and it ate. I went, did some circles. I'm not going to say where because maybe it wasn't the most legal thing I've done recently, but these tires absolutely crushed. Next up, on the road, 2,000 miles of road tripping. The tires did phenomenal. Thankfully, we didn't catch any severe thunderstorms. We didn't go through anything crazy. So on the highway, they did pretty dang good. Traction was never an issue. When I got to the truck show, there was an off-road course. The tires had no problem. I was having a blast and not once did I feel like I was losing traction. The off-road course had dirt, a lot of dirt, and some dirt, I guess you could say, was looser than the rest. But nonetheless, the tires handled it absolutely great. On my last beach trip, somehow an absolute hurricane just came down on me. I don't even know how to describe it. Pouring, like I could not see 5 feet in front of my truck. It was that bad. When the rain started to come down, people started to freak out, hazards were on, everybody was starting to slow down. Now, before I tell you how these tires perform, I just had a previous experience on the all seasons. Those tires were going pretty bad. When I hit the brakes on the last tires, I started to slide and I realized it was time for new tires. So I still had that fear in my mind that I was gonna try to stop and I wasn't gonna be able to. These tires are no joke. I stopped like if it was dry. I don't know the technology behind them, don't ask me. I know that they do good when it's pouring out. As far as snow goes, I don't know because I haven't gotten snow. It actually hasn't dropped below 30 here, so we'll see how that goes. Next up, I really want to talk about the comfort that these tires give you. These are 275/70 R18s. They are an E-rated tire, and well, E-rated tires are obviously heavier, they're a little bit stiffer. Running them at the right PSI, dude, wow, like super, super nice. I will say they are comparable to very expensive tires because I've owned very expensive tires. They are not very loud. I noticed them when I first put them on. I did 2,000 miles. If you've done a long road trip, you know that music gets pretty annoying, podcasting gets annoying. So you just turn everything off and you just drive. And now that I'm talking about it, I didn't even realize the tires were there. Having tires that aren't loud, obnoxious, really makes road tripping a lot easier. And having tires that you're comfortable with when you're on the road makes it that much better. Being that I took it through the off-road course, I did air down a little bit. I think I was at like 30 PSI roughly. And dude, absolutely money, was crushing it. I have no problems, no regrets, super comfortable on-road, off-road. I have no complaints. I definitely recommend them. Venom Tires sent them out to me and asked me for a review. I'm not gonna lie, I was skeptical at first, but now I'm not. I'm glad I'm making this video now that I've put some miles on them because when you're in the honeymoon phase of anything, it's the greatest, right? But now that I've really gotten to use them, driven 2,000 miles in one trip with them, off-road, on-road, the tires, they're solid tires. So in conclusion, let's talk about my experience with these tires. I've purchased tires on my own that are way more expensive and that do not give me anywhere near the performance that these give me. These offer a 55,000 mile warranty. So if Venom is offering 55,000 miles of warranty, they stand behind their product. Seeing an all-terrain offer that much warranty is definitely a little bit of peace of mind for me. As far as comfort goes, solid. I like them. They're an all-terrain, they're an LT tire. They did great. Performance. I have not had a single hiccup with these tires, no complaints. In the rain, solid, sand, solid, dirt, solid, no ice yet, or snow, unfortunately. But with that being said, I have no doubts, because in my other tires, whenever it rained, I could notice that things were a little bit sketchy. These tires, I have had no problems, absolute zero. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I would want to know before buying a tire. I say just go for it, being that these are super affordable. You can go through 2 sets before even getting close to the price of a brand new name brand set. So performance is good, price is amazing, comfort, spectacular. I'm sold. If you guys are interested, I'll leave their website link down below. If you have any questions, let me know, and then we'll be back whenever I get more miles on the truck. But it's probably gonna sit for a little while. So we'll see whenever that happens.